What is going on, Pokemon Go trainers? Welcome to episode 381 of the Lured Up podcast, where we take Pokemon Go way more seriously than we do ourselves. Lured Up is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is Tuesday, February 3rd, 2026. We're already a month in. This is crazy. I don't like how fast
it is. Very crazy.
I don't like it. I just don't like it. Just don't like it at all.
I'm still in like January mode.
No, I don't want it. I don't want anything to do with this life going this fast. But this episode is streaming live on a bunch of platforms: Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, X. I'm your host, Ken Pescator. That's Adam Tuttle. Yo.
Hey, trainers.
What is happening? They're saying I'm too quiet. Too quiet.
You're so quiet.
Right,
I mean,
man.
I could barely hear you. I said,
right,
can you raise up your volume?
Man. Look, man. So I'll preface. I'll pray for this. I'll pray for the. No, preface this with last night. Right. On a Zoom call, and all my audio, everything is like completely busted up. Like nothing is working, and I couldn't even like stay on the Zoom call. It was so bad. And
it sounded like Ken had unplugged everything and switched around wires and then tried to like figure it back out blindly.
Dude, it was an epic fail, and it was really bad. So and I think I know what caused it. Unfortunately, it was earlier in the week. I was like, I'm going to be productive. I'm going to take the computer out to the library and I'm going to do some work and all this stuff. And it didn't work out.
I don't move my laptop. It sits in the same position. I don't touch it. As long as I can turn the power on and all the audio works, I'm good.
I plugged everything back in, and things were not working. All right, hold on. I got to update the little chat thing here real quick. So give me a moment.
You got to update it?
Yeah, man. Look, I'm recovering from the mayhem that was my life last night trying to record Gotta Watch Them All, and everything is breaking, and like the softwares are shutting down, and like I'm like losing access. It was so bizarre. I just couldn't. I didn't know what to do, man. It was like one of those times where like you have cable management done, and then you don't want to mess with the cable. So like, I tried doing everything without messing with the cables, so it didn't work out too well. I was up very late last night, plugging and unplugging and rerouting wires and updating drivers and Microsoft C++ and all that kind of stuff. It was not fun.
It sounds tantalizing.
No,
I'm surprised you didn't record it for content.
It was horrible. All right, give me one more second. I appreciate everybody here in the chat being published or being patient. We are streaming this live. Remember, if you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime. That means you get a free sub. We'd love it if you cashed it in on us.
Man, I would love a veggie sub right now.
A veggie sub, bro? That sounds good.
Veggie sub with like every vegetable possible on there.
Like
when they ask like what veggies you want on there, I'm just like every one of them.
So
I used to hate olives. I'm like, go for it. Throw them on there. Hots, throw it on there. Whatever you can throw on there, throw it on.
All right, we got it. We're good. So on today's show, let's get into it now. Sorry about that. On today's show, we are going to recap the last week of gameplay, including the conclusion of Into the Depths. We had the double Vulpix Community Day DMAX Ho-Oh Battle Weekend extravaganza, which was pretty interesting. We'll talk about it. We're currently shaking our maracas during the Carnival of Flamigo, and we also have another doubleheader this weekend with Catch Mastery for Oricorio on Saturday. So Saturday is going to be a good day to play. We still don't have February content update. This was the post that they put on socials. It was up and then it came down. We don't know why. It hasn't returned. So they are still like trickling out blog data, but where's our graphics? Where's our stuff? It's all gone. So we don't know what the heck is going on with any of that. So we'll have to keep an eye on it, but we have the current events at least.
Well, they're probably adding something for Valentine's Day and
the Valentine's Day blog came out.
Like additional stuff, like additional. They're adding more love into the equation here.
Oh, I don't know, man. Adam, they're saying you sound I don't know, like you're whispering through a megaphone. I don't know, man. I hope it's not messed up. I hope the stream is okay.
Can you turn me up in the little thingy?
I did.
Because that's what it is. My volume doesn't change.
All right, look, I'm trying.
Ken changes it all.
Trying my best, man. Trying my best.
It's the same output from me.
Part-time creators,
not
bro.
Same output.
Part-time creators. Yo, Likeable Monster said beard game strong, homie. Yo, it just got cleaned up, bro. Just got cleaned up at the barber. It's a good feeling.
Yo, mine just could use a little touch up,
But I pulled some gems from Reddit, and we haven't done It Came from Reddit in a long time, so we'll talk about that. And I've got some good ones. Did you find this in the depths? No, not in the depths, but maybe a little bit in Flamigo is so great. I just love the name because I love Amigo. It makes me think of Three Amigos, one of my favorite movies of all time. So
well, that's why you got to have 3 Flamigos.
I don't know, man.
Can we call this episode the 3 Flamigos?
Adam is peeking. Turn him down. Oh my God. I'm trying to do this in real time.
I'm sorry, everyone.
I turned
Adam
down. My bad.
Ken is messing with
Bro.
it. Now I'm going to sound like I'm whispering.
I don't know. It's okay. It says, Adam, you're good. All right. And then finally, we're going to wrap up with a conversation about probably the hardest thing for a lot of trainers out there, especially a lot of hardcore or daily gamers, is going to be the work-life game balance. And, I'm bad at it. So we'll talk about kind of our approach to it and how I'm proactively trying to, I don't know, figure out ways to soften the blow of of the game life balance. All right, but Adam, let's get into it. How was your week? Were you able to get any gameplay in over the weekend? Did you do anything? How was your Into the Depths? Did you get some glimmits? Did you get a Glamora? How's it going for you?
I don't. You know me. I don't evolve that crap.
I know.
I didn't get a good one. I will say that. I did do every single walk 3 kilometers or explore 3 kilometers. Sorry. Those are awesome tasks. I like stuff like that.
I agree. And it really makes you want to stack
I wish it was 1. Just because, I do that inherently. 3 was you had to actually move to get there.
Yeah, I liked it.
So the reward was worth the effort. I feel like that was black and white, and I actually really enjoyed that. So
that's good.
That's a positive. I will say that's a positive task. I did get several. I trashed a lot of them.
What about
I think
Vulpix,
709?
Did you play Vulpix?
Yeah, I did. I played Vulpix, but Ho-Oh came before Vulpix, so we have to talk about Ho-Oh first, right?
Did you do Ho-Ohs?
I did some Ho-Ohs. Yeah, let me see.
Fantastic.
I did.
I'm happy for Adam. Whenever Adam gets some gameplay in, it makes me. I get.
So I did three on Saturday. I did it
in person.
In person one. And then I did 2 remote raids.
Hey, man.
And then Sunday during community, in between community, I did 1 in person and 1 remote as well.
Okay, dude, that's a handful. That's an official handful.
That's a handful.
It's a handful of raids, and I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. That's great.
And they were just frustrating to catch. Like, that's just, I think, my least favorite part about it.
Oh, catch rates, bro.
And then all of them were very similar CPs. They were all like 40 something. It was 40, 41, 46, 44.
Yeah.
Let
me fix this. I'm all over the place today, bro. I am totally messing stuff up. But no, I had a horrible time with Ho-Oh, bro. I did 35 Ho-Oh, no shiny.
Now that sounds like a great time. See, I know when to call it, and I had already purchased remote raids, and I was like, I'm not going to get any more. And then I think I don't know. I did some other remote raids. I needed to buy more, so I ended up purchasing more remote raid passes just so I could participate, and then I didn't end up using them. It was very frustrating because I was so focused on Vulpix. And then I did get the shiny Kanto with the background. So that was cool.
Okay.
I did get several with the background. But I had a lot of good ones, a lot of PvP able ones.
So we had is it like brutally cold by you though? Because we had 20 degrees in Jersey. It was pretty bad.
Yes, it was very cold.
Yeah.
And I'm not only like in New Hampshire, I'm like up right next to the lake. So like that's where I'm working it's extra cold. Like I can leave my house and it'd be like 7 degrees. When I get to work, it's like 4 degrees because it's that much of a temperature difference.
So Red Bank is right on the Navesink River, and it's 10 minutes from the ocean, right? So it's not far. There's a lot of water around, and the Navesink River, which is right outside Marine Park, which you've been to, the entire river froze, and that's like a sight to behold because it's a big river. And we were able to walk out on the ice, which was bizarre because it was so frozen. Like the whole town was like walking out in the middle of the river. And I'll pull up my phone for the video viewers. We were able to take our community day photo on the river, on the ice, which was bizarre. It was just like the craziest feeling of ever, really. Just it was so nuts, so nuts. But it was brutally cold. And we did, I had, I think, 4 or 5 run on me over the weekend, which was horrendous. And there was Rich in the Red Bank group. He had 3 back-to-back shinies, and I had no shinies after 34. It was brutal. And then, but Vulpix Community Day was almost an afterthought for many of the core trainers because they're done with Vulpix as far as like a chase is concerned, right? Like everybody loves hundos, of course, right? But
yes,
for the core group in Red Bank, Vulpix Community Day was just like the vessel for additional DMAX Ho-Oh raids battles. That's it. We were just
I will say I think
from
somebody
Ho-Oh to
in a
Ho-Oh.
car parked and joined into one of the battles that I joined. Like,
hey man,
one of the local ones because like they sped off like pretty quick. I was like, oh geez. They must have not caught it.
That's that happens a lot in Red Bank. We got our group and we're huddled up and we're walking, and then it's like all of a sudden the same car keeps showing up at all the raids, and we're like, seeing random names in the lobby that aren't like transparent. They're like, this person is on the ground. Who are you? Where are you? And it's just mystery car just lurking in the corner. It's so weird. But anyway. So yeah, it was a brutally cold weekend, but no shiny for me. I do have a trade lined up. I hate to go there with it, but you know what? I just don't, I did too many. And it's like, dude, I was watching, Alex Nexton did 54 before getting the shiny or something like that. Like the odds were rough. And I had a bunch run.
Wow.
I was just like, bro, this feels horrible. This is terrible. Absolutely terrible. But anyway, we can move on to the next week, the current week. And I guess bird is the word because we've got some birdie events going on right now. But have you got any Flamigo yet? It is in the wild. So how's that going for you?
I was very excited to see the shadow.
Silhouettes rule.
Okay. So when you see the silhouette, it's Flamigo like flapping its wings out. Oh, geez. When you have it in your inventory, it has its wings out. When you go to look at it, and when it's on the ground, it's just sitting there on the one leg, and it looks very garden Flamigo look. Or flamingo. And you have to touch it to get the wings. I feel like the wings just being up was just kind of like, it's iconic for Flamigo. So to not see that or to not have it like more dancing or animated, I don't know how to explain it other than that.
Well, that was
it just feels weird. It just feels like a standard flamingo animal. It doesn't look like a Pokemon to me.
You remember when Sleeping Snorlax was around and it was like it was laying down on the map and you're like, oh, this is the coolest. It was kind of looked like a slacking, and then you encounter it and it's just awake. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
you go to look at it. It's like, you're not sleeping. You might have a hat, but you're not sleeping. But no. So Flamigo is around, and I do like, we were talking about this last week, man. You could get it a couple different ways. I think this is important because trainers play so differently. Like, you don't need to necessarily make things easy. You just need to make it available by certain ways. Like when things are egg locked or raid locked, someone doesn't like hatching eggs or someone doesn't like raiding, they have to go outside of their, not even their
Yeah, it's like
comfort zone.
Grandpa or Don
Yeah, but I don't
Dozo.
even want to say comfort zone, right? Because it's not like, oh, this is uncomfortable for me to do. It could just be it makes people go into an unenjoyable zone. It's like if people don't like raiding at all, it's like, but it's the only way to get it. Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to do raids. Like that doesn't feel great. Like, could it be like a get good?
And like, I guess
scenario?
I'm gonna have to do a remote raid because I don't live near a gym and I'm rural type thing. Like,
yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know. But the Flamigo isn't the only bird this week. We have Oricorio.
That's what I heard, because bird is the word.
Oricorio Catch Mastery. This is going to be pretty cool. And I wish these things were in raids so we can kind of swap regions and things like that, but unfortunately not. But this is a perfect.
Ken, this is a total like beautiful moment for you to have your forever friends and be able to trade Oricorios.
You know what?
Like that's what this event is for. And
totally
you just
right.
overlook that?
No, I was going to say
cheese and
it
sprinkles.
is good. It is good for forever friends. Dude, Tatsugiri's in raids right now, and that's another good one. It's like I'll trade for some Tatsugiri with a forever friend, because I don't want to start having a backlog of forever friends because I'm waiting for the great trade to happen. It's like when I start getting like a bunch of forever friends, it's like, yo, we got to get this thing on and move to the next, because I don't want to sit on it. I want to do it.
Well, you got to get the shiny one.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But yeah, the shinies are boosted for this event as well. 2 times XP.
Yeah, they have a
catching.
double star next to them.
They do have,
and then the triple star next to the Oricorio. Just so you know, that Oricorio's form will be based on your location.
Yeah, unfortunately.
At least they put 3 stars to like force it to like be like, listen, if you can't figure out why there's so many stars and you didn't look at the like the key, it's your fault, not ours. Don't get mad at us. That's what that's saying.
Oh, Havoc Bandit says, would have been friends. Nice to be invited to the weekly. Yo, sorry, dude. Jamal and I are forever friends. So
he X'd me out too. Like I don't do the podcast with him. I'm not part of this. I get it. Yeah. Look, I'm right there with you.
They beat Jamal's usually quick to the punch, right? He's like Monday 7:30. Whenever this thing flips over, he's texting, "Yo, I sent the invite." We're forever friends right now, Jamal and I. So it's like we've got unfinished business. We don't need to do anything right now. So Xander threw me the invite. Executive producer of the show. Come on, got to jump in.
Well, Littlest Sparkles sent me the invite, so I'm working with her and her crew. So nice. I'm okay with that.
Nice. Wild Encounters. The follow. I love this in the blog, and this burns so many people's butts, and it's the funniest thing. Wild Encounters. These Pokemon will appear more frequently in the wild. Hoot Hoot Starly. It's the best.
Wait, is this going to be like a community day, but just the whole time?
It's so funny. It's like looks like, look at all these Oricorio and the key art up here. It looks so nice. No, they're part of timed research, the free timed research. But what can you find in the wild? Hoot Hoot and Starly. But yo, Hoot Hoot though.
The question is,
probably
what
a
are
good
the
excellent throw
going to be?
I think it's like catch. I think it's catch and curveball or something like that. So it's like something super easy. But Hoot Hoot, I believe, is an okay excellent throw, an easy excellent throw. So, and if you're pairing this with your special research, like what's the name of it? Hold up. With the masterwork, if you there's a task for 300 excellent throws, like this is a great time to stack that on top. Field research, Hoot Hoot, Starly, Oricorio. There is free timed and paid timed research here. So $2 ticket, right? We were talking about expenses last week. I want to talk about how Vulpix Community Day, sort of an afterthought for many, but people still came out to play because of DMAX Ho-Oh. Now, in this situation, we have Oricorio Catch Mastery, which is like an all-day event, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. There's no...
Wow. That's so good. But that's so good. That's awesome. That is such a positive for the community and just trainers in general, because having such a wide window gives people that work like 9 to 5 the opportunity to be able to tackle at least some amount of gameplay.
Yeah,
like I love this so much. Kudos to Niantic for making it go longer and not being like a 2 to 5.
Well, because it's not like a race to get anything. This is for throws. You know what I mean? So it's like whether you could play for a half an hour here and a half an hour there, it's not like you're missing a habitat rotation or missing something. You know, we have a 3-hour window for the event. Like, this is nice. But because this rolls over Flamigo, right? Like with Hoot Hoot and Starly in the wild. Oh, and Joe brings up a good point in the chat, says Staraptor Mega incoming. So this is actually a good time to hunt for Starlies. But because this piles on top of Flamigo, I don't know. We were talking about like these very busy weekends where we had like a Saturday and a Sunday. That's a little hectic, but an event that stretches out over the weekend, and then one of the weekend days there's an event. It's like, so now you do have 2 events on the weekend, but they're both on one day. I like it. I like that a lot. And, 2 times incense duration from Flamigo. Nice bonus if you're going out catching and grinding for Oricorio Day. Adventure incense.
It just means you'll get a ton of shiny Hoot Hoot and Starly.
But you're all, during 10 to 8, will we see no other spawns besides Hoot Hoot and Starly? No, there's going to be other spawns in the mix. Hopefully, some of the Flamigo spawns will come through.
Yeah, I was going to say, hopefully it's just Flamigo.
Well, we have Lotad, Spritzy, and Pick-a-Peck that are boosted. I got a hundo Pick-a-Peck. But we have these boosted shinies as well, so it's like, this, I don't know. I just think that it's good incentive if you're trying to schedule your life. And again, we're going to talk about this at the end of the show. But if you're trying to schedule your life and you're like, dude, I got to find a couple hours this weekend to play. When should I play? It's like, dude, plan it for Saturday. And it could have been this, Sunday, this past week with Vulpix, so it's like, I kind of like that they're doing this. And maybe we'll see something like that next season, since we have all these Saturday events, that there'll be some overarching weekly event that goes over Saturday and Sunday. And then you have like this double dip situation on Saturdays from 2 to 5 or whatever. I dig it. I like it.
See, I just don't like it when they do this and then they take away from a Delibirds. Like, that's the only time I get upset.
Well, maybe it's Delibirds the exception. But all right, and then in new news, we have a couple new events. Again, no content update. What's your hot take of why this has not been republished? Like,
because they want to add more love.
I don't think there was any errors.
No, it's got to be because Pokemon Day is the end of February, and they've got to be doing something big for that. So like, they probably don't have all their ducks in a row.
But why wouldn't they just do a different post? Like, why worry about something at the end of the month that, in the content?
Because it might have been something gets switched, and you don't want to like say like, oh, you get this Pokemon when actually we're gonna give you Mega this,
Yeah. Well, we have 2 annual events returning later this month. We have the Valentine's Day event and the Lunar New Year event. So Valentine's Day is going to be running the 10th through the 15th. 2 times XP, 2 times Stardust from gifts. Increased chance to encounter Shiny Nidoran and Shiny Nidoran, male and female. Increased chance to hatch Shiny Nidoran, and Shiny Cherubi. Cherubi is a holdout for people. Now, look, I'm not a fan of hatching in general, personally, but Shiny Cherubi is a holdout. A lot of people need this. Furfrou, also, if you're sitting on an extra shiny Furfrou and you want to flip it to the heart trim, now's your time. This is always a good one. And there will be global challenges. Now, here, look, check out these wild encounters. Nidoran, Furfrou, and more. But Dino is mentioned.
Well, I hope in that more they have Luvdisc, because that seems like a pretty Valentine's-y Pokemon. And we've had it like every single event.
Yeah, Luvdisc is usually, I remember they had boosted Luvdisc one time.
And it says raids, Gardevoir and Gallade. What about Enamorous?
Yeah, what about Enamorous?
Like, did they just forget all these Pokemon exist and that these are all desirable? When was the last time we had Enamorous?
I don't know.
Never.
You remember?
We had once.
It was like last Valentine's. Memories of elite raids with Adam
Hold on,
getting
hold
so
on. I'm
frustrated
gonna
at
look.
Enamorous. That was the best. Adam was so mad. It was
Yeah, it
so
was
funny.
caught 2/9 of 2025. Yeah, so last February.
Yeah.
This
There
was
you
the
go.
Valentine's event was Enamorous. And they're gonna like not give it back to us? What?
Yeah.
Crazy.
We'll see.
Crazy.
We'll see if they add that. Maybe that's what they're adding to the lineup.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I think they didn't think things through.
And the
all the
Lunar New
way.
Year event is coming back also the 17th through the 21st. I like this because it's increased chance to get lucky Pokemon in trades, increased chance to become lucky friends. Pokestops may turn gold, and increased chance to encounter Shiny Blitzel, Darumaka, and Shiny Gimmighoul. So,
Gimmighoul.
yes.
Let's go.
So get your Switch action stuff ready. Prep now. Google how to do it. Find that one friend in your group that has the Switch. Make sure they bring it to the next Pokemon event so you can get this in motion so you can have a nice golden lure party, which is always tons of fun. And when this first launched, Red Bank was doing this all the time. We would play an event, we would go eat at Surf Taco, golden lures all around. A couple rounds of golden lures. It was the best. I haven't done that in a long time, so we have to do that again because that was so cool.
Will the golden lures be this, like if you drop a golden lure, will it last double now, like during this event, because of
No,
the event going on?
Usually gold lures are the exception to the stuff.
That stinks.
Usually there's 4 asterisks
I'd be angry.
next to it, and then it's like the 4th asterisk is like, except golden lures, bro. Wild encounters, you may encounter Ponyta, Galarian Ponyta, Fuecoco, and more. And if you're lucky, you might even find Blitzel or Darumaka. So the key Pokemon are the if you're lucky. Gimmighoul, not to be mentioned. So Gimmighoul will not be in the wild. You're going to need your gold lures for that. So,
well, there's a ticket. It's only $1.99.
And yeah, it doesn't say encounter with Gimmighoul.
No, it says that if you're lucky Pokemon, Blitzel and Darumaka. Oh man, these are the things that might be. These are the things that might be being edited. Like,
why would they?
Hold on, we messed up somewhere along the line. We got to listen to that. We got to listen to Adam from Lured Up. He really has it dialed in. He knows what's going on.
Dude, I don't understand why Gimmighoul isn't in here. It's so weird, man. And like, look, you're gonna have to like hunt the naturally occurring gold lures to try to get the chance of a Gimmighoul spawn, if you could even see it. Dude, if you have stops that are in like a cluster and you're trying to find a miniature little Gimmighoul, it's like impossible. It's the worst. So yeah, get your act together with getting some golden lures, throw a golden lure party. That's my best advice. But all right, so that's the news, Adam. I think we should take a break. When we come back, we could do a little road down Redditsville. And
oh yeah, this looks fun.
Yeah, I definitely want to. There's some good ones. There's some gems in here, so we'll talk about that, and then we'll have our conversation about work, life, game balance, and how we're terrible at it.
Sounds fabulous.
All right, we'll be back right after this. Oh, sorry if I'm so sniffly and gross, y'all.
Yeah, why are you so gross, dude?
Bro, my son came home from school the other day, sniffling his ass off. I was like, that's it. I'm getting sick. And on Thursday, I have a very big work meeting in Atlantic City where I have to do a 3-hour PowerPoint presentation.
You've got this, though.
Oh, I know I got it, but I might be having snot running out of my face. It's going to be horrible.
That's just how they know you're legit.
So great. Likeable Monster said, for fun, I started listening to the pod from episode 1, currently on 67. Oh, how things have changed. Oh, yeah, how things have changed from episode 1. Let me tell you.
Yeah, can you please... Yeah, I think I need to do that, too. Just to...
I don't want to do that. My ex-wife is on.
Well, I understand that, but I meant after those episodes. After the dark...
Yes, starting after that. All right.
But, like... like how I was acting, what did I thought about the game? You know what I mean?
You were
And like
so happy
we
and
we
positive.
didn't
You
know
loved everything.
that we were gonna like be where we are today. You know what I mean? Like that's I feel like that'd be really cool to listen to. So
You probably hear
I'm
like
actually jealous.
sneaking into the press tents and you'd be like, yo, you got food in there, bro? Yeah, I write for a publication. Ken.com. All right, you ready?
Yes.
Oh, it's such good times. And we are back.
We're back.
On our break. Thank you so much for that. We appreciate it very much so a lot. Little housekeeping really quick. I just wanted to
It'll be another 3 hours. Sorry, everyone.
Everything we do here at the Pokemon Professor Network is powered by the community, and you could join our community of supporters over on Patreon at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor for as little as $1 a month. So head over to patreon.com/Pokemon Professor, and you can support a collective of hardworking part-time creators that have a passion for Pokemon podcasting and the communities they share here at the Pokemon Professor Network. And I want to take a moment to recognize some of our patrons. Huge thanks to our gym leader patrons, Maddie G, Espion Willow, KJ Demand, Herbert, Brandy, PJ, Fisher J, and James. Thank you so much. Huge shout to our executive producer, Xander, who's in my weekly party challenge right now. Sorry, Havoc Bandit. And as well as the other executive producers on the network, Monkey Bread, Tish Smith, and Kate the Cons. And finally, huge shout out to Boris for being our top patron. He joined at the Giovanni tier. It's our top tier on our Patreon. There was only one slot available. He took it. Boris, thank you so much, man. This is a game changer for us. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. It means the world. So make sure you check out PokemonProfessor.com for links to everywhere you can connect with us, grab some merch, listen to all the other shows, all that good stuff over at the Pokemon Professor Network. All right. Adam, it's been a while since we've done It Came from Reddit. So let me get to the right slide here. It came from Reddit. All right. I got some gems here, man, and I want you to look at these with me. And the first one is a post from just 4 hours ago that says, I can't explain how much I miss the old avatar. Dude, I totally forgot about all this, man. Like, remember this was such a big deal when the avatars changed? Like, people were so upset. It made, like, clothes fit wrong. It kind of made, like, everybody have, like, a unique, like, androgynous look. Everyone kind of looked a little frumpy, a little floppy.
Yes.
And I'm looking at these old avatars, and I'm like, oh, my goodness. This reminds me of the Pokemon Go aesthetic that I was so used to for so many years. Like, even in the key art, like, looking at the team leaders, like the pictures of Candela or whatever, like it all kind of followed this kind of aesthetic. And we haven't talked about that in a while. That was a big deal. It was a big deal when the avatar thing flipped over. People were not happy. It was kind of like, I kind of thought of it like a, I guess we just got to deal with it. This is the new normal kind of thing, right? But I wasn't ecstatic about it. But it, I guess it's like going nose blind to something. I went, it just kind of went passive on me. I just didn't pay attention. But looking at this, I'm like, oh yeah, the old avatars. These are cool. So I thought that was
and like they're not even bending air or like earth or water. They're just wearing clothes in a normal standard fashion.
They're not blue aliens, whatever you want to call them. All right, next from It Came
I think
from Reddit.
There's a lot of different avatars.
This one's a little bit of a journey, but I'm going to read this incredible story. It's from one day ago. This is our Pokemon Go. It says the end of an era, shows a Turtwig from Jim Defender. So there's a real long one, but I'm going to read some excerpts here. It says, one rainy September day, I was in the hills of southwest Pennsylvania playing Ingress. With my trusty cell booster in tow, I hacked away at portals along the Appalachian Trail, seeking coveted keys in a place where conventional cell service isn't available. I wasn't playing Pokemon Go much at this point, but I decided to open the game to kill some time waiting for my portal to refresh. After what seemed like an eternity, the app finally opened and my surroundings began to load in. Lo and behold, an empty gym. It was slightly out of range, but I was feeling spirited that day, so I jumped out of the car and began to walk toward it. I arrived at the destination perhaps 100 yards down the trail. I went to place a Pokemon in the gym, and nothing. And then network error 2. Service was not on my side. The booster didn't reach this far, but then it occurred to me, let's try again and sprint back to the car to pick back up the boosted service before the network error. I tried once, network error 2. Tried again, network error 2. I was about to give up, but I am nothing if not stubborn. I tried one more time and loading, success. A shiny Turtwig had been captured during Community Day a few days prior, was now the guardian of this gym, a minor victory to be for sure, but a welcome prize on a rainy day. I was sure someone with a different carrier or a spoofer would knock me from the gym in short order. A few months later, I opened Pokemon Go again. Huh? That's amusing, I thought to myself. That Turtwig is still in the gym. Ah, well, I'm sure he'll be all right. I snap a screenshot, post it to the group chat with my friends, and think nothing more of it. Months go by, I still barely playing Pokemon Go, but one day I open up the app, scrolling through, I notice Turtwig is still there. It's been a year. I have a good laugh now as I realize that no one is coming to kick me out, and thus it begins. I set a reminder on my phone every 6 months or so at first, then every year. And so it happened that for 6 years, I checked the status of my devoted little Turtwig once or twice a year. I would grab a screenshot, share it in the group chat. Whenever I saw that someone posted a "what's the longest you've held in the gym" post, I would reply. Some people thought I was spoofing, others thought it was a bug, but alas, it was just my stalwart little Turtwig holding down the fort. Until yesterday. Like all good things, this too has come to an end, and so after 2,329 days and 22 hours, a little less than 6.5 years, his watch has ended, and I'm 50 coins richer, so that's that, I guess. 6.5 years in the gym, bro. That is the best. That is the best. I absolutely love it. It's just so cool. So absolutely cool. What a cool story. This is why I love Reddit. I don't think I'd stumble across something like this on X or Facebook or Instagram. Like Reddit, the community has a totally different culture. I love it. I love it. All right.
Listen, one of the comments says in there, it says, I find it a bit silly that it caps at 50 coins. You lose access to that Pokemon, and to be honest, there is no guarantee you'll get them back. I wish it would either increase in coins, even if it's like 1 per day, or give some other sort of reward. I think 6 years deserves a bigger reward than
bonus.
50 coins.
You should get a Christmas bonus. Like,
yeah,
you've been here
5 coins. Let's go.
Give me my 3% raise, bro. But no, this was such a great story. But now look at this next one. Anyone else missed the Jesse and James balloon? And it's the Meowth balloon. So I was just talking about this in Red Bank because there is a large segment of trainers that are new to the game that have never experienced the Meowth balloon in game. And this was just the coolest. Seeing Jesse and James on screen, you know, with the aesthetic of Pokemon Go, it was so cool. I totally missed the Meowth balloon. I know there was nothing different about it, and Ekans and coughing or whatever they were using was still going to get trounced, but man, the Meowth balloon was so cool. I do miss this. It's been a long time.
Listen, Pokemon Day's coming. It could happen.
Yeah. They were true to their statement of making it double: 2 Pokemon encounters and 2 radar parts. It's so cool. So great. So great. But yeah, if you've never seen the Meowth balloon, raise your hand. All right, cool. Thanks. All right. And our last, it came from Reddit. This one's pretty interesting. This guy's from Vietnam, by the way. It says 25 days ago, I submitted over 50 plus eligible Pokestops. This is the result. And we see 2 screenshots side by side, a couple screenshots side by side. And my dude, in 25 days, transformed 2 streets to like the best place ever to play Pokemon Go. And I immediately saw this and I was like, I got to go to the comments. I got to see what they're saying. So this is pretty funny. So this is what the OP says. He says, at the start of the new year, I encountered an area with a few Pokestops and a few gyms. So I decided to help this area by submitting 50 plus Pokestops and continuing. The result is quite amazing, and I'm for only 1/3 of the way. If you want to submit Pokestops, do read Wayfarer criteria, learn how S2 cells work, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So I go.
And you didn't get banned? It's a miracle.
Dude, I know. Dude, the comments are wonderful. So the first comment that's upvoted the most 1,000 upvotes says, with the trends I see on this subreddit, I half expected the second picture to be a notice of account termination. So I immediately saw this. I sent it to the Way Spotters, right? I'm like, yo, what's the deal here? You know, because they can sniff out, you know, some fraud from it, you know. And I share it with Jamal, and he's like, no, man, that's Trung. He's in the forums, in the Wayfarer community. He's completely legit. I was like, yo, this is a hero. I go, this dude's saving game boards in Vietnam. Look at this. I was like, so if this isn't a testament to what could be done, he transformed this town. The coolest thing ever. So I'll probably put a story up on our Instagram with some of these images so you can take a look at it. I definitely love seeing Wayfarer success stories like this. Getting one Way Spot approved is like a win, right? I can't imagine putting 50 in less than a month. So cool. So cool.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. All right, final topic of the day, Adam. And this is a doozy. And let me get to the right screen here. I want to talk about work-life game balance and kind of how this is like a daily struggle for a lot of trainers. And, you know, it's an interesting one because depending on your lifestyle, the game can work for your lifestyle or work against your lifestyle. And, you know, a lot of times it can be disruptive to the people or things around you if you're not careful. So I wanted to kind of talk about our personal approaches to it. And I listed a couple things that I'm good at with life balance and bad at with life balance. And I'm hoping that some of our listeners can relate. But first things I want to start with are the things that I am bad at when it comes to game life balance. And that is simply that the game is open 100% of the time. 100% of the time. Like I'm food shopping, it's open. I'm on the toilet, it's open. I'm at work, it's open. I'm home, it's open. I'm cooking dinner, it's open. I'm folding laundry, the game's open.
It's open.
So it's like my screen time is out of control, right? I may not be staring at the phone 24/7, right? But it's on. If I'm awake,
I'm connected.
Yeah, I'm
the Go Plus,
plugged into the matrix.
I'm connected.
So from that perspective of balance, I'm terrible at it because the game is always on. I remember when I first met Sarah, right? And like, you know, things were getting serious, right? I spent 3 hours shading her upper lip. I was like, things are getting serious. I told her, I want to tell you about Pokemon Go. I just want you to know that 100% of the time the game will be open. She's like, what do you mean? It can't be that bad. I go, mark my words. The game will be open 100% of the time.
You text me? I don't get it. I was playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah. So I'm horrible at that. The game is always on. And, you know, I do my best, but, you know, my eyelid will twitch and, you know, I'm holding the phone down. And it's like, I really need to look. My Go pinky, Plus isn't connected. I'm like fake feeling my leg or something. I'm like rubbing up against my Go Plus to see if it'll vibrate when I hit the button. I'm like, it's not connected anymore. It's not connected. I was like, I got to open the game. I got to, bro, I'm good.
That's a serious thing.
I'm in the barber chair right now, right? I'm in the barber chair and I'm like, oh my God, the Go Plus isn't connected. I go, I'm at Bell Works. I just threw down 5 lures. I got I'm not connected. It was Whismer Spotlight Hour. I go, this is horrible. This is my nightmare. So yeah, the game is open all the time. I hold people up a lot, and this is a problem. So I'm kind of like an old lady when I start my car. Like, so let's say we're going to the store, we're going out to eat, going food shopping. If you're getting in the car with me, just know we're not pulling out of the driveway for 3 to 5 minutes because I got to get set up. I got to make sure everybody's healed. I got to make sure that all the, I'm clearing out my inventory. I'm like, oh, there's a balloon. Hold up. Let me do this real quick. I'm holding people up for sure. If you get in the car with me, be prepared to wait. Yeah, that happens a lot. And and I used to be really bad at this, and I'm not so bad at that anymore, but like taking detours, like while we're driving, like I'll see something off in the distance and it's just like, hey, we're supposed to make a left.
Yeah. Like, oh, I got to go get that raid. Or yeah, I used to do that a whole lot.
Exactly.
Like, honestly, it was like every ride.
Yep.
It was like, oh, wait, we got to go stop and we got to hit this.
Yeah.
It was really
we're
bad.
taking detours. We're taking detours for sure. So just know if you're in the car with me again, it's not going to be a direct route. And then another thing I'm really bad at is spending. And, I'm not spending like an insane amount of money. Like it's definitely still in a very manageable discretionary window of my spending, right? But, it's still excessive. Before Pokemon Go, I never spent $1 on any mobile game ever. And I played Clash of Clans. I played Clash Royale. I played Simpsons Tapped Out. Like, I mean, back in the day, I was playing crazy amounts of mobile games. Never spent. It was free to play. I don't know. As soon as Pokemon Go came, it was just like dishing it out. So, I think that spending it has a lot to do with the balance too, because I always think of that old, fake video of Francis. Remember the character Francis when he's just like, he gets caught spending like $300 on Pokemon Go. And he's just like, what do you mean? He's just losing his mind. It's like, look up Francis spends on Pokemon Go on YouTube.
All right. Yeah. I'm not familiar with that.
You'll laugh. It's amazing. But yeah, so spending is part of my improper balance, I think. But now I want to give myself some credit and say some things that I'm good at, right? So involving my family with the game. And this can be my son coming to like the last 2 Go Fests with me. He's, he doesn't play the game much during the week, but he plays every community day. He'll come out to the events. And even if he's not playing, he's part of the crew. He comes out. So we do that together. I love it. With Sarah, I use the game as kind of a catalyst for adventure, right? Like I want to explore. We want to, and we're kind of doing that with restaurants or coffee shops or things like that. It's the perfect way to like be like, hey, I want to play this game, but I don't want to leave my partner at home, right? Let's go do something together. You can get a nice cup of coffee. I can play Pokemon in the new place and let the Go Plus do its business. So I involve it like that to make it more of a passive thing when I'm not out with the group. I still get the itch scratched a bit because I'm still able to play, maybe spin some new stops. I'm getting a nice cup of coffee and everybody's happy. So building that kind of symbiotic relationship between the game and travel or exploration has done good for my relationship. So that's good. And then finally, exercising, right? Like I need to exercise more. My exercise needs to be gamified. So this is the perfect way for me to get an extra, onion peel of motivation to do some exercising. It's like, oh, I got to walk 300 kilometers to level up. Let's go walk, so those are the kind of things that I'm good and bad at. Adam, I want to hear where you're at. And, then we can kind of discuss like where we want to go with things, but what are the things that you are bad at with game life balance?
Getting out to local events. Typically there's always an outside factor. I'm either working or we have a hockey tournament or I'm vending a card show. It's like never in the cards. It's always like the time that I'm unavailable. And then, I mean, sometimes, the show will end at like 2 and it's like, oh, I've got that 2 to 5 window, but I still have to pack up. And then it's like, I'll be like near a park and like, that's, I'm still doing it solo. So and then getting full value out of an event window. So that's like the Ho-Oh thing. I only was able to get X amount done with the time I had because I worked both days.
So it's a full weekend event, but you were only able to do a couple raids out of the whole weekend.
About an hour of like solid gameplay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Between the 2 half-hour breaks.
And so that just amplifies when you're talking about a 2 to 5 event or something like that. Like you had all weekend and you only got an hour in. So 2 to 5, it might be like non-existent.
Yes. So then that changes over to the things that I am good at is utilizing my half-hour lunch break for event participation, typically solo, because there's not really a community up my way when it's not summertime. And even when it's summertime, there really isn't a community. It's like it's all tourists, or it's all like people they're just there for the summer. So it's like if people are playing, there might be one or two, but it's like most people are there to like party, play on the beach, do summer things, and no one's really there to like Pokemon Go.
So how far do you have to drive to get to the Tri-City group in New Hampshire?
The one for Rochester?
Yeah.
It's about 15 minutes from my house.
Oh, what? That's close. I'm 15 minutes from Red Bank.
Yeah.
We got to get you to events. We got to figure something out here.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
Far
it's like
because you live in the sticks.
No, it's hard because we've got for Ashland's hockey, like we have to be there X amount of time, X amount of time early. So it's like,
right?
Yes. Yeah. Every single weekend. Yeah. So it's like, okay, got to do that. It's like in that, like for me, like I don't I might quote unquote have the time, but like it puts a lot of stress on everybody else if I'm not there. And it's like, even if they came with me, that's like, we'd have to have everything ready even earlier. And like, it's just, it adds a lot of steps that don't need to be there for me to get out and play.
Yeah. I feel that. But
I'm also good at having the Go Plus on all the time.
Yeah.
Like you said, you're connected 100%. Like I'll say it's probably like in my hand or in my pocket, but it's the Go Plus is always connected.
I had one of my coworkers in my office today, and I have 2 personal phones and 2 work phones. So I have 4 phones, right? So I have a stack of phones on my desk. My coworker comes in, and then I have the Go Plus in my pocket. So we're sitting there, right? And the Go Plus was just charged. So this thing is buzzing with vigor, right? It's like in my pocket. And she's like, is that another phone in your pocket? Like, there's 4 phones here. What the hell's vibrating? I'm like, no, I'm catching Pokemon, boss. What do you mean? But yeah, man, that's the thing.
No, that's my favorite. Yeah. We have like a morning meeting, like a huddle, and it's like we're all in a circle and we're all like talking, and then all of a sudden it starts to like the conversation like dies down to where like, okay, we're gonna like go our separate ways, and then my pocket's just like and then everybody's like, what is going on? I'm like, I'm just catching Pokemon. I'm sorry, guys.
No, that happened the other day because I was charging it, so I like dangle it over to the side of my desk. So that's my technique. So the Go Plus is just swinging on the end of the charger, like free swinging. So when it vibrates, it's not touching anything. It's just there hanging. I was like, all right, this is good. Or I have my beanie, and I'll like fold the beanie like 5 times over to like stuff the Go Plus in it. You gotta muffle it. But no, I'm eager to hear stories of what people are good at or bad at with game life work balance, because it's tough.
And I always have eggs hatching. Like that is my number one. Like if an egg hatches, I'm back in the game. I put it in the incubator. It's good to go.
Yeah, we all want to be like the best there ever was, right? We all want to always play. We always want to always be engaged. It's tough.
Mm-hmm. Very tough.
All right, who's done this? You might get into a slight argument or something with your partner, right? So the temperature in the car isn't great, but
we got to stop and do the solo real quick. Like, what's going on? Just bear with me.
I'm
I need
telling you my feelings. It's like, but oh,
how can you care about this game more than me?
it's balance. It's balance. Come on. It's like if you really loved me, you wouldn't mind me stopping our argument
Accept
so
me.
I can
You
do
need
the
to
solo.
accept me in all my issues.
I told you right when I first met you. I told you the game was going to be open 100% of the time. I need you to remember that, baby, please. Email us, luredup@pokemonprofessor.com. You could call us 732-835-8639.
Call us on our cell phone.
Yeah, leave us a voicemail. Let us know what you're bad at with game life balance. If you're disrupting your family's dinner time or something. Oh, bro, I remember back in the day. I remember the one night specifically. It was like a Lunatone had spawned. This was like back in the day. This is when, what one spawn was a big deal. Like, cause it wasn't in the decks yet.
Yeah.
Things are rare.
And that was me with a hundo, I think Geodude.
There was
somebody like called it out in our chat group, and I was like, I gotta go.
Like,
I gotta go get it. I gotta go get it. They're like, at 11 o'clock at night, I gotta go get it. You have no idea. They're like, I gotta go get
the Lunatone's only spawning because there's a full moon out. It was like 11:45. It was on the Belmar boardwalk. I'm like, I'm in Long Branch. I'm like 20 minutes away. I'm like in bed, like snuggled. I'm Little Spoon, right? I'm like, this is the best time of my life. And then it's like, oh no, there's a Lunatone. I'm like, sorry, I gotta go. I gotta go. Oh, love it. But thank you so much, everyone, for listening. We appreciate it. Make sure you check out PokemonProfessor.com for everywhere you can get our stuff and all that good stuff. If you're listening to the audio version, check out the video over on YouTube. If you're watching the stream right now, audio will be up on Friday. Thank you so much. Adam, is that a show?
No, that's all I got. I'm good laughs, good show.
Awesome. Keep training,
Thank
trainers.
you for watching.
Thank you so much. We'll see you next week.